Hello everyone, it's Geisha. I was going to dye some wool today and I figured I'll turn the camera on and let you come along. A few years ago I got a sheep's fleece from a local sheep. I have no idea what kind of sheep it is. I would have to find that out. And I don't have dye specifically for dyeing wool. And so then I found out online that I can actually use my Procion dyes that I use for fabric to dye my wool. First I have to pre-soak it, and I will use about 50 grams of wool. I don't know if you can see, I have a scale here with my colander just for craft purposes, and this is about 56 grams. And here I have warm water, and I have Centropol soap, and I add only the tiniest little bit of water, soap. That was way too much. And if I dye my cotton fabrics, you have to pre-soak it in soda ash for the dye to really stick to the fabric. Now for wool, because it's a protein-based fiber, we're going to use vinegar. I have here regular vinegar, and like 2.5 tablespoons or so. I just winging it, and see if I can find a stir stick. Stir this around a little bit, and then I grab my wool and carefully I will soak this in here for about half an hour. And when I got the fleece, excuse me, it wasn't completely clean, so I picked it clean, which was actually very meditative. It was very relaxing. Anyways, I'm gonna put this in here and I soak it. In the meantime, I will make a solution of certain dyes. I think I'm gonna go with teal today. So I will do a few batches with different strengths of dye. And after this has soaked, I will put this in my crock pot, and I will come back with when it's ready. Okay, so a half hour has passed and my wool is being drained in here, and get most of it out. I have 2 liters of warm water with a healthy dose of vinegar in it again, about 2.5 tablespoons. And here I made a solution of a 1/4 cup of water and 1/8 of a teaspoon of teal number 21 from Dharma Trading Company. And what I'm now going to do is I'm going to pour a tablespoon of dye in my crock pot. There, stir it around just a bit, not too much, and I will put my wool in here, and I will grab a stirring stick again and push it down a bit. And when we're handling wool with water and warm water and cold water, we want to be careful, because otherwise, if it's too hot and too cold and you're moving it around, you might actually felt your wool in the process of dyeing it. And I am going to felt something with it, wet felting later when I have enough wool. But for now, you want to be careful to not agitate everything too much. And so now I'm going to put this on, let this come to a boil, or I'm going to put this on hot. And after it's been heated, it takes about 45 minutes. I will let it simmer for about half an hour or till 45 minutes. And then I will turn it off and let it cool. I'm usually not patient enough. I will just put it in my colander and put it in hot water, and then add the new batch to a new dye solution. So when this is all heated and cooked and cooled off again, I will come back and show you what's all going on. Alright, we're here at my sink area, and as you can see I have the wool over here, and I put in I made a little bit of yellow, and I added that in a little later. So there's a corner here that is yellow. Now of green now, because it mixed with the blue and now it's green. Excuse me. So what I forgot to say was that the vinegar will add as a, yeah, how you say that, so that the dye will stay stuck to the wool. So I should wait for this to cool off by itself, but I've got 2 more batches to go, so I'm not that patient. I'll throw it in my colander, put this aside, and I have hot water here, and I will just put this right away in there for it to rinse. So hot and hot should be good, and I will do that a few more times. And every time I will make it less hot. I hope it's not too noisy here. And basically what you do is you rinse out the vinegar and the soap that was in there from the first batch, the soaking. And also you're gonna get rid of all the excess dye. Well, I'm not going to touch this, is quite hot, so I will pour it through my colander. Whew. And of course, don't agitate it too much, because then you're going to felt it while you're rinsing this. Now if I look at this color, it's already pretty. Okay, well, you know what? This is it. I want to look at it to see what I should do next in my next batch. I will take the green out. I don't like the green, so I will take that out, and I will separate it from the blue. But I could use a little darker blue, so I might actually put 2 tablespoons of dye in my next batch. And what I will do now is I'll take a towel. I will take a towel, big one. After you wring it out carefully, place it in your towel and roll it up. Can you still see what I'm doing? And I'll wring it like this, and now I will lay it out on a screen to dry. I will show you that in a minute. Okay, I have here a window screen where I put my wool on to dry, and this will dry quite fast, especially because, well, if you roll it up in a towel, let's separate the green somewhat from the blue. And funny thing is, we have a cat in the house, and she loves wool. She'll chew on it. Silly cat. Okay, so this should be good. And of course now you have wool hairs everywhere. And yeah, I will do my next batch, and when everything is dry, and we'll compare different colors. All right, see you later. All right, I'm back. So our first batch was 1 tablespoon of blue and a little bit of yellow. So this is what that turned out. So there's green in here. My second batch was 2 tablespoons with blue and like teal, and I added a hint of red. As you can see, there's a little bit of purple in here, and I didn't think that was dark enough, so I did another one, and I had made a dye solution, and I just basically put all the rest in. And while stirring it around, I still didn't think it was dark, so I add a little bit of navy. So here and there you can see some really blue, and that's from the navy. And maybe because I'm not patient enough to let it sit until the end, like cool it all off so that the dye actually gets trapped in the hairs. And so I'll do that next time. Be patient. Then I dyed some with coffee. I just made instant coffee in hot tap water. Put this in with a little bit of vinegar and let this sit in for a few hours, and this is what it is. It's like a creamy yellow color, which is actually not a bad color. And I might actually try and do this proper in the crock pot and let it boil for like 20 minutes and then let it cool off by its own. Maybe then the color will be darker, same as with the blues. But for now I'm happy with the color results, and yeah, I hope this was informative for you, and hope you liked the video, and thank you for watching. Talk later. Bye.